Good morning student, welcome to the today's online class. Okay, so in the last class we discussed about the spreadsheet and the different parts that are belongs to the spreadsheet application and the software that we are using for spreadsheet. Okay, so in this in the last class we all discussed about title bar, menu bar, different menus in the menu bar, and like your format menu, insert menu, view, edit, okay, file, all these we already discussed in the last class. So today we are now going to start the toolbars. So in the toolbar, what is there? When you are, this is your window, spreadsheet window. Already we discussed. This is the title bar, this is menu bar, and this is the toolbar, standard toolbar. In standard toolbar, the commands are present in a the commands are represent a symbol. Okay, all symbols that you are looking here is represent or it has a specific function. Okay, like here I am show you this. When I am take my mouse cursor to the first this symbol, it is represent, this symbol represents for what. Also here is a box, a checkbox is appeared, and it prompts you to what the function it represents. Like it is a new, to create a new file, or it is also its shortcut also appears here. In the next to that, what it is for opening a spreadsheet that you have already saved. This symbol is used for saving that the spreadsheet or file. This is for document as emails, or this is to export or create PDF. Okay, this is for printing, this is for magnifying. So all these symbols, these are used, these all have a specific function. Okay, so in a toolbar, the calc opens with the standard and formatting toolbars at the top of the workspace by default, and these toolbars provide a wide range of common commands and functions. Okay, small icons are displayed in a small box, or that is called a tooltip. The icons that displays in a small box, that is called tooltip. You have to remember this also. So it gives a brief explanation like standard toolbar. The standard toolbar shows the icons for most common operations such as editing, arranging, filtering, used while working on the spreadsheet. Okay, so this is the your standard toolbar. These all are standard the icons present in the standard toolbar. Next here, just below that we have formatting toolbar. The standard toolbar, formatting toolbar has the most common operation related to formatting data sheet. It includes buttons for font selection, size, alignment, cell value, formatting, and indentation. All these, like here, this is the formatting toolbar. Here you look, this is the font name here appear. Whatever font you want to take, you can select from this. Here is a list of different styles of font, and you can select that. This is the font size. You can select the size of your font and also format that, like bold, italic, underline. This is the alignments of text, and this is the data types like your currency, percentage, all these. Okay, and next is formula toolbar. It allows entering and editing the formula in the cell. Formula bar consists of the following. Okay, here one more bar is there, it is the formula bar. Okay, so here one thing is there. This is your name box. In formula bar, the first is name box, which shows the cell reference. For example, like A1, means when this name box is shows the reference or name of address of the cell where your pointer is activated or where the cell is activated. If I click in this cell, it shows the name of this cell, means it displays the name of the active cell. Okay. Next to that, function wizard is there, which search the function from the list of available function. Okay. Here it is the function wizard, or from here you can search. When you are clicking in this icon, a new function wizard window is appeared and from that you can search for your appropriate function that you required, okay, for calculation. Next to that, one more thing, sum function is there, or sum symbol is there, which is used to total the numbers in the cells above the selected cell, and the sum is placed in the selected cell. Okay. Here, if this symbol, this is the sum symbol. Okay. It works directly when you are want to calculate the sum of some numbers, like here I am entering some number, okay, and I want the result of the result. What result? Just I am wanting to adding the numbers, and the result will be displayed in this cell. If I want to display the result here, then I click here, I want to click here. So, I just want to display the result in this cell, means it is C7, the cell number or cell address is C7. So, I am just clicking here and just go to the sum symbol and just click there, clicking and press the enter key. Okay. So, the total sum is displayed here, appeared here, whatever numbers you are entering in the above cells, that sums added and the result is shown here. Okay. This is the function of sum symbol. Next function, clicking on the function icon, insert an equal sign into the selected cells and input line allows formula to be entered. Okay. Here what happened in the function, this is the function. So, I just removing all these things. This is the formula bar, this is the formula, and here you have to enter the formula by, first of all you have to enter the equal to sign, and then after you have to use the formula, any formula that you want to enter as per your requirement. Okay. And after that, after entering the formula, you have to press the enter key. Okay. So, this is the function key, function bar, and a input line displays the contents of the selected cell, data, formula, function, and allows editing the cell's contents to edit inside the input line area. Okay. Worksheet, that is the referred as the spreadsheet also, and it can have many sheets. Each sheets can have many individual cells arranged in rows and columns, and it has tab. By default it has sheet 1, 2 and 3. Here it is, this is a whole area, the rows and columns are displayed here. All these are your workspace, and within that 1, 2 and 3 sheets here, sheet 1, sheet 2 and sheet 3. Okay. Sheet 1, sheet 2 and sheet 3. When you are going want to click on the sheet 2 is appear. when you click on the sheet 1 tab, sheet 1 is appeared. So all these are different. By default 3 sheets are added with your workbook, but you can add more sheets also, okay, and remove also sheets. So these are the things that we have to know about the spreadsheet. Some more things are there, like rows and columns. The sheets is divided into vertical columns and horizontal rows. Okay. So here each sheet have a maximum of 2 to the power 20, 2 to the power 20 rows. That sheet you displays in your windows have any sheet. Sheet 1 have also 2 to the power 20 rows, that is 10,48,576 rows, okay, and 1024 columns, that is 2 to the power 10 columns, okay. So and all rows are numbered as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. That is called row heading. That is called also row heading. And all columns are numbered as A, B, C, D, like that. After when Z is completed, A, B, A, C, A, Z, up to A, Z, it was numbered. This is also called number heading. Okay. So you have to remember the number of rows per sheet, number of columns per sheet, and also some more things. Active cell, that active cell address is appeared here in the name box. Okay, this is the name box. In the name box, the address is appeared. These are the number of, these are the rows, and these are the columns. Okay. Cell and cell address. The intersection of a row and column is called a cell. Intersection of rows and column is called cell. So when you go through a column and a row, this is the let it is a row number 10 and column number C. Okay, C column and 10th row is intersect here, and this one is represent, or this formed a cell. Okay, so intersection of a row and a column is formed a cell, or it is called a cell, and that cell has the address, and that address is appeared in the name box. Okay. Okay, and it is the basic element of the spreadsheet, and it holds data such as text, numbers, formulas, and so on. A cell address is denoted by its column and row number. Every cell have a address, and it has a column number and a row number, just like D4, E9, Z89, K14, anything. So one alphabet is there, that is the column, the first column heading is there, or column number is there, and after that row number is there. Okay. So within that active cell, I already told you that cell is the place where we enter the data. Before entering any data in the cell, it has to be first selected by placing a cursor on it. Wherever you are placing your cursor, in which cell you are placing your cursor, that is the active cell. Within that we can enter the data. Okay. So these are all the things that we have to remember or know about spreadsheet. These are the very important things. Okay. So go through this, and some things we have to know more about keyboards also, like we can use keyboards, arrow marks, and some more shortcut keys in spreadsheet, like arrow keys to move your cursor left, right, and up and down. Okay. it moves a single cell in the arrow direction. When I am placing my cursor here and just I am pressing the down arrow key, so one cell down your cursor is go, and when I press the up arrow key, it moves upward, right arrow key, it moves right, one cell only. Okay. When repeatedly you have to go, so then you have to repeatedly press the right arrow key or left arrow key, up and down arrow key. Okay. So, like that you can move from one cell to another cell, or directly you have to, if you want to go directly to a different cell, then you can go use your mouse directly with, like here I am clicking here, my cursor is here. So, it is B8 and I am directly going to another cell, it is far more than that cell. So, I have to use my mouse. Okay. Also, control plus arrow key move the cell to the end of the data range. Okay. If I have some data here, means this is the last cell, that table I have the data. So, if I have the I am here and I have to go here, okay, the last cell of the data. So, what I have to type, just you have to click control, press the control key and the arrow keys. Where to go left side, then you have to put the left arrow key, and to go to the right side, then you have to go press the right arrow key with control key. Okay. Home moves a column along with row where the active cell is. Control plus home moves the cell to the A1 position, means if you press control plus home, so it takes you to the first cell of your work spreadsheet, first cell of the sheet. Control and page off. So, like this keys combination can move function like that. Page up moves the worksheet one screen off, moves down, page down moves the worksheet one screen down. Okay. So, like that you can use your keyboard also. Range of cell, a block of adjacent cells in a worksheet which is highlighted or selected is called a range of cell. Okay. If I select like from B1 to B10, this is B1 and this is B10, column B row 10, column B row 1, B1 to B10, the continuous cells I selected here, and these selected cells are highlighted. Okay. And these cells are called a range of cells. These cells are called range of cell. The range of cell is appeared here also in the name box, like B1 to B10. Okay. If I started from here and select the single cell like this, okay, so from this it is D12 to I12. Okay. So, from D12 to I12 the cells are selected, or this is called the range of select cells, that is D12 to I12. Okay. So, these are the range of cells. Column range also there, from column to this column we can select. Row range also there, from this row to this row. Okay. So, like that we can select also. These are the some things that maybe questions come from that also, range of cell, range of column, range of rows. Next, entering data. So, these are the some questions, practice question, you have to answer this. Okay. Take one screenshot and make your answer in your notebooks and send to me. Okay. Thank you.